What is good, y'all? Let me tell you a little bit about day one. It's not completely over yet, but I mean, if I go out tonight, it's not gonna be super long. But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about the trip so far. I'm gonna just get comfy real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just chilling. No, for real. This room is a little cold. I might have to change the temperature in here. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm in the hotel. Um, it's day one of my trip in Seoul. So yeah, I'm really uh, happy to be here. Truly. Um, so uh, yeah, this is the room. I'm in a bunk bed. There's room down there, and then all that. I'll probably just post some pictures of like the bathroom and junk like that. But yeah, we out here, and we got water bomb going this weekend. It is currently the third, and yeah, when I got here basically like the plane landed around like 3:30 almost in the morning. So I've been up since 3 a.m. and I couldn't check in to the hotel until 3 p.m. So I had like 12 hours to burn. But first, the very first thing was my struggle to get like my WoW pass because I did a whole bunch of research about like how to get around and all that good stuff and what's the best way to kind of travel around and earn your trip here in Seoul. And I was like, WoW pass, WoW pass, WoW pass. That seems like the thing to do, and I couldn't end up doing it, like getting a reserved one online because for some reason my card just kept declining no matter what. I even called my bank to see what was going on. They were like, we don't even know. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I can't use my card. I'm going to have to try and just get cash out. And so I tried to see if I could get it doing cash because it knows it can accept American currency at some of the locations, but the ones in the ones in the airport don't take foreign currency. They only take Korean won, and I went ahead right past the exchange. At least that was like on the way out of past the customs area, and I was like, "Dang on it, what the heck am I gonna do?" So I'm up here just panicking. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I was gonna end up trying to do this bundle thing to get the WoW Fast, to get my T Money stuff ready, and get my first little ticket to take the express to go to Seoul Station, and also the pass was also gonna get me my eSIM card, and I was like, bruh, I am just in. I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I'm like panicking, going, and I go around, and I'm like, what the heck? Okay, fine. I finally found a place outside of the customs place because I just walked past it where I could still exchange my money. So I was like, cool, I got this cash. Let me go ahead and see if I can exchange that real quick. And then I can see if I can finally get like the WoW pass from the machine that I saw that said it only accepts Korean won. I get to the thing, to the machine, and it's down. And it's like the only one in this side of the terminal, and I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do? So I go and look just in case to see if it was in the other side of the that terminal exit entrance area, and no, not at all. So I'm like, fine, you know what? Whatever I gotta do, I gotta at least get my eSIM card so I'm not burning all this roaming data. I don't need to be paying a whole bunch of money from roaming. So let me go ahead and get this eSIM card. I go ahead and get that going, and then I'm like, all right. So I end up getting the T Money card. I end up being able to use that. Like me getting the eSIM card gives me the T Money card. So I'm like, okay, cool. He said I can go and get it topped off, like get the money onto it, going to the nice to see you place. So I end up going there, getting that, uh, going with the Korean won I had, and I was like, all right, well, now that I got that loaded up, I can finally get on this dang on bus. And that whole process of me just like panicking and trying to figure out what the heck I can do, even trying to see if I can use my card again on using the app, the Wow Pass app, and that not working. Like, that basically that was like my first like hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, where I'm just sitting there panicking, like, okay, what the heck am I gonna do? But I finally got I finally ended up getting like the eSIM done. I got my T Money card, and I'm like, all right, cool, let's hop on this bus, and I'm bored on the subway. And so I make my way to where the train station is, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm on my way, and that's good. Um, Mind you, I do have like two big thingies of luggage with my big old backpack that doubles as a carry-on. Um, and I'm like, bruh, traveling, walking around to get to where I need to go to this Dagon hotel that I probably won't be able to check into is gonna be wild. But they do say that you can leave your luggage there, so hopefully I can finally get there. So I go ahead and I follow the little directions it says to kind of get there, that I have in like my little itinerary email, and I'm like, all right, cool. Now let me go ahead and open up my neighbor map and let's see how far it is I'm gonna have to walk to get there. I walk, I just kind of stand outside of where I got out of the the subway station, and I'm just like, okay, man, let's look. It seems I need to go this way, and then I'll be good. So I finally figured that out. Started heading that way. Ended up dropping some papers, and so a lady had to say, sir, you dropped your papers. So I had to go all the way back, walk back like like maybe like 20 steps back to where I was from the entrance to go pick up all the papers that fell out, because I definitely don't want to litter. Um, and I was like, dang, got it, bro. This is crazy. And then I go ahead and start walking the direction I need to go to find the hotel. And I'm like, okay, so where the heck is this hotel? And then it brings me to where I need to go, but then I'm just like, but this is the Royal Hotel, Royal something hotel. This isn't quite where I need to go. Where the heck is it? Because I feel like it's probably somewhere around here, and I'm just missing it. Little do I know, you know, there's a whole lot of businesses that are like literally just stacked up on top of each other, kind of like, you know, your typical business buildings, but it's like literal just all kinds of different businesses all the way up to the top, and it's something that I'm not quite used to. And so I realized, oh, I need to go around the corner to find where my hotel is, and I get there, go up the elevator to where it's at, and they're like, yeah, it's not ready. I mean, you got here at like 7:45, so this is almost like an hour 45 after I already got like like finally got everything for the T Money card and all that good stuff. So this is taking me a minute to do all this walking and traveling and stuff. So you see, it's a struggle bus. But either way, I finally get here. Can't check in because it's way too early. It's like, yeah, your room's not ready yet. Because, you know, check-in time's at 3 p.m. But, you know, maybe try closer to like 1. I'm like, okay, cool beans. He's like, hey, but this is the area. You can leave your luggage. And if you do that, you know, come back around then. So I go ahead and leave my luggage. And I take out the smaller backpack that's inside the big backpack because, you know, think it's smart. That's how you be able to bring back all your souvenirs and goodies and stuff, you know. But anyway, I go ahead and just start walking the streets, and I'm just walking and walking and just kind of really taking in the whole atmosphere of this area and of this district. And I'm in the myeong-dong district. And I'm like, yo, this is really cool. It's like just kind of but since I'm like here super early, that nothing's really open quite yet, so I'm like waiting for walking around, just looking at a bunch of like closed places and just kind of seeing how traffic works and all that. Didn't actually know that they also drive on the right side of the road, so that was a little bit of a surprise. So that's kind of somewhat familiar, but you definitely don't want to try and jaywalk here. But Yeah, man. Just walking around and looking at a whole bunch of partially closed places with a few, 24-hour spots that are open. Finally get to go into another nice to see you place and just kind of got a drink to get by. Oh, also I forgot to mention, since I did get here early at the hotel, I was able to delve into the complimentary breakfast. So that was nice to that they allowed me to do that despite not technically being checked in yet. But anyway, I go out and get a drink so I can drink that while I'm walking around and just kind of soaking in the the atmosphere of Korea, and as well as burning time until I can finally check in. But boy, it is humid. Even at that time of day, it is humid, and I was like, bro, I am just damp. And I've been on a 12-hour flight, and I haven't been able to like clean up or nothing. I just feel gross. So eventually, after walking around for like a good 2 hours, I come back just so I can change the shirt I got, because I'm like, bro, I cannot do this. I gotta try and do some kind of freshening up because I still have so much time to burn, but I can't be out here just this grody. So I come back, change my shirt, and I'm wearing like a short sleeves and jeans. Um, so I'm like, all right, let me swap out the shirt. I'll still keep the jeans on or whatever. Um, and I just go right back out and do a little bit more walking because I know the room isn't going to be ready yet. And so I start going a different direction than I went the first time, and then just really taking in all that. Ended up going by one of the temples. Didn't go in, but went through the outside of that, and it was really nice. And yeah, and then just kind of seeing all the people passing by, and dealing with how the traffic goes through the small streets where everybody's walking. That is something that I definitely gonna take a lot to get used to, because bruh, I feel like it can get dangerous, bruh, with them driving where everybody's walking and stuff, because they are technically still all roads, but there's like so many different businesses that all the pedestrians walk through and in between, and that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. But yeah, after walking around a whole lot more, I was like, oh yeah, I just remembered. I still need, I think we finally have some more of these stores open, and I just need to replace my body wash and lotion that was confiscated because I decided not to check in my toiletry bag. There we go. Because I was like, you know what? Maybe I should keep it with me just in case my stuff gets lost. Rookie mistake, because my stuff was too big. They were like your usual size. I should have put them in. I should have checked them in my bag, instead of keeping them in my carry-on bag. Rookie mistake. So I was like, I gotta replace those. So I make my first trip to Olive Young, and I'm like, yeah, everybody keeps talking about Olive Young, and how amazing it is. But I'm like, bruh, I don't need makeup and such, but maybe they'll have at least some body wash and stuff I can get, and they did. So I got it, and because I was like, bruh, as soon as I am able to check in, I have to be able to get a shower in. So after finally doing all that walking around, getting some food, ended up making my first full meal be McDonald's. We'll hop into the cultural exchange later, but I just got me a regular double quarter pounder with cheese. But you can definitely tell it's that real beef and not that fake stuff we get in America. So that was different, way less greasy. So yeah. Anyway, finally got back to the hotel after that, and I just waited it out because it was still too early, and I was like, bro, my legs hurt. I have to rest because my legs and feet aren't going to take it. So I just kind of waited another hour and a half in the lobby, just watching stuff on YouTube and charging my phone since it finally got low enough that it absolutely needed the charge, because I was like, there's no way I can be out here and have my phone die, or I'll be most likely get lost. Like I'm somewhat getting picking up some of the landmarks, but it's definitely a whole lot different still, from everything being closed to everything being open. So I just kind of lock in the names of some of those businesses and streets names and such, and hopefully that'll help me navigate this area a little bit better. But anyway, after waiting a little while, I finally was like, hey, I know it's early, but do you guys have the room ready yet? Because I would love to be able to check in my stuff. So they did have the room ready. Got in here. First thing I did, let's get that shower, because bruh, I feel gross. And this is the new fit. Not that it's a new uniform or anything like that, but like new clothes or anything, but I finally feel nice and refreshed, and I decided, when I get into the hotel, I definitely got to try and get everything squared away from how I'm going to be getting to the Water Bomb concert starting tomorrow. So I was like, all right, I know they got these shuttle bus things I need to do, so let me look at how I need to get that, because I'm pretty sure you need to end up buying it online. Turns out, yes, you do need to buy, if you want to do the shuttle bus, you do have to buy it online. You can't do it in person. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can do this. And then I was like, let me see if I can use my WOW Pass. You can't use your WOW Pass. You can only use your phone. I was like, all right, well, I mean, you can only use your own card. And I'm like, dang, got it. So I tried seeing if maybe me being here in Korea will help the card work. Not that it worked with the WOW Pass earlier in the day, but I still tried it anyway. Still wouldn't work. My card just hates it here. I even tried to buy a bus pass while I was at the airport with my card, and it didn't work. And I was like, why is my card not working at all, especially since I already contacted the bank about me being here. So I'm probably gonna have to call them again to let them know, hey, I'm here in Korea, please let my dang on card work, or I'm gonna have some trouble later on in the trip. We'll see. I found out, okay, I don't absolutely have to take the shuttle bus, especially since I can't lock down these dang on bus tickets. And I found out I would have had to go to and from to different locations, not even the same station, because the tickets were sold out. I was like, this is wild, bro. So I'm up here trying to look up which station is closest so I could get here still, and but it didn't matter anyway, because technically I'm just gonna have to end up taking the subway there, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I was like, as long as I can get there, that's all that matters to me. I don't want to not be able to get to friggin' Waterbomb. So yeah, that'll be the next event, but I'm gonna, I still have I'll probably try and come back here around 10, and it's 6 right now. So I'll probably do a little bit more roaming out there as it's getting later in the evening, and just kind of see more stuff here in this area. And hopefully it'll be a fun weekend, and I'll have more fun things to recap with you for the following days. But this is basically day one. Day one was just kind of roaming the city and kind of getting a feel with how to navigate here and how other people navigate here and adjusting to that. But yeah, pretty fun so far. Okay, till next time. Peace.